Hey, how's it going? I am showing you my signs. So, hold on a second, let me rig up my contraption here. Hey, how's it going? So, a little late today getting going. Excuse me. I pulled some cards. And I pulled a total of 4. First one, it's from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. Don't have weird glare on you. And it is the number 36 card. I'll just stick you there. Lost in Space. And the subtitle is Needing Direction. Give you a look at that there. And so the next card I pulled was from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And it is the Butterfly card. And the... Uh-oh, where is my thingy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I can't find my indicator. Oh, shoot. No, you don't want to pull that. Okay. Well, anyway, this icon at the top here indicates that the butterfly is of the air element. So, oh, there it is. I believe in tarot, the air element is like thoughts and ideas. Whoa. I mean, I think there's others, but I guess those are not ones I'm concerned with. Excuse me. So, of course, usually when you see a butterfly, you're going to make some association, like a metamorphosis or something like that. And hold on a second. So, you're going to think metamorphosis and transformation because a butterfly does not start out as a butterfly. It is a caterpillar, and it has some like lost time, I guess you could say. It grows as a caterpillar to a certain point, and then it's going to change to a butterfly, but it's got to sort of go into hiding, go into hibernation. So nobody can see how the butterfly sausage is made, I guess. I don't know that it has anything to do with anybody getting a look at what's going on in there, but, well, I bet it's pretty cool looking though, right? I mean, it's already going slow motion. Someone would have to speed it up. Just a thought. Like, I'm never gonna do that, but anyway. Anyway, have a look at that beautiful butterfly. And I pulled 2 more cards from the angel number deck. And I was only aiming to pull 1 card, and I thought I did, but it turned out there was 2 stuck together. And I could have kept the first one and got rid of the second one, but I thought, nope, they're stuck together. There must be a reason. And also because if you'll notice, those are the numbers. I was like, really? I see 3s. So I thought, oh man, maybe I should take both of them. So 0330 has the subtitle of Lucky Shirt. And I'll just leave it at that for now. But the other card that is so similar, the 03 card, has the subtitle of Taking Chances. So the reason why the threes are significant is because it's a couple of 33s, and that has significance, like it was the age that Jesus died. Jesus the Christ, as opposed to the other Jesuses. And a spirit number 2, I believe. Let me just make sure. Oh, spirit number, what does that mean? Holy Spirit, pertaining to the... So, let me see the significance of 33. Where did it go? Don't do that. Significance of 3. It's great having 2 phones. I actually wasn't planning on having 2. I was only planning to have 1, but wouldn't you know it? I don't know if you've ever heard this, but Comcast does not like to disconnect landlines. That is true. I wasn't trying to disconnect mine, but it got disconnected over like a bill issue, which I was actually paying and did fully pay, and it was just like a big mess. But when I went to get an upgrade, they gave me the new phone, and then they never shut off the original one that I wanted an upgrade for because it wasn't working right. It was freezing, and half of the picture would be one thing and the other half would be the other thing. I was like, what the hell's going on with this thing? And it was time to get an upgrade. It was like the last payment that I had to make. The last bill paid off the phone. So I own it now. And guess what? It works just fine. But now I have 2 phones, and they won't shut off the old one. So, that's Comcast. Okay, so the significance in numerology. Well, I'm just like drooling. Must be my medication, though. I don't take an antipsychotic. I'm sorry. Have you ever seen someone that's on, I don't know what drug it is, but it makes them drool? It is freaking disturbing. It's like seeing an animal with rabies. It's very strange. But they're not rabid. They're just can't stop drooling. I just know it's an antipsychotic. Sorry, sidetracked. Let me, herd myself back to where I was. In numerology, 33 is considered a master number. It radiates harmonious and caring energy, emphasizing the importance of helping, this is highlighted, helping others and fostering unity. Yay, we like that. Me and my cat, he's not here right now. He's out taking care of some cat business. Tom-catting, if you will. It also promotes creativity and expression, encouraging you to let your artistic side shine. So that's the numerology, and handily enough, the angel number is right beneath it, which I'm just going to read the highlighted portion. Oh, that's numerology. Well, what they call them 2 different things. Is there a difference? When you repeatedly spot the number 33, I got some repeats. It's like the universe saying, pay attention. Well, I thought I was. Here are a few reasons why 33 might be showing up in your life. Does it have anything to do with uncontrollable drooling? It's not as bad as all that. It just feels like it is. Guidance and support. It signifies that you're not alone, and your spiritual support system is cheering you on, seeking balance. It nudges you to find balance in different aspects of your life. No, I don't care about booze. Big lessons and spiritual growth. You may have valuable lessons to share with others, prompting you to be a teacher. Creative juices. You've been feeling creative. 33 is there to encourage your self-expression. Positive energy. When you keep seeing 33, it could remind you to focus on positive things and banish those recent negative emotions. I can personally take something from that. It resonates with me. What do you do if you keep seeing 33? Think of 33 as a signpost with a hidden message on your path. When you encounter it, take a moment to pause and tune into this special frequency. Reflect on your current life circumstances and see if the meanings of 33 align with your situation. Engage in introspective conversations with yourself to gain insights. Well, I talk to myself 24/7. Finally, trust that you're on the right path and embrace the spiritual journey with an open heart. Okay, so interesting that it says, when you encounter it, take a moment to pause and tune into this special frequency. Reflect on your current life circumstances and see if any of the meanings of 33 align with your situation. Well, that's interesting because, as usual, I want to talk as well. Talk T-O-O, as well as talk about the cards. But it's interesting that it said to take time to reflect, because today I just did everything differently than I normally would do it. I thought that I had a doctor appointment, and it ended up they called in the morning and woke me up actually and said, yeah, he's not going to be in again. Well, they didn't say again, but it was the second time that I was supposed to see this particular physician, and he called in sick. Which actually was fine because I didn't have a ride. I do have my motorized wheelchair, which I haven't taken very far. And this place is like a freeway exit and like 6 blocks away. It's from the freeway, and it's actually really close. Like the same freeway is like right there. I can look out, well, the driveway. There's buildings in the way of it, but if those buildings were not there, I could see it from right where I'm sitting. I would have to turn around, but it'd be right back there. So it's close, is what I'm saying. But I was nervous about taking the chair. It says it has 8 hours of charge, but that, how does that relate to distance? That sidetrack. So I was just a little nervous. I was going to do it though, because it was supposed to be an appointment to deal with my alopecia problem. So I really want to, it's a follow-up appointment. I want to know what, is the situation up there. I know that I can see that the bald spots have just gotten bigger and bigger. Like, anyway. So I didn't have to do that. And really, I didn't have to get up, because when I had gone to sleep, it was probably like 3 or 4 a.m. On Tuesday morning, yesterday. Now, it's now yesterday. And, the cat, right. So normally I would have gotten right up. You go to the bathroom, but if you don't have to like do stuff, I get back in bed. So I didn't have to get up and deal with cat food, because I'd gone to bed so late that, by the time he was out again, because the weather's good, he's out like all night. He'll come in for like a few minutes and eat and whatever, but it's just a change from like wintertime, where he's just in here like almost all the time. And now he can't be bothered with me. He's got like social life or whatever is happening out there in Cat Spring. Why am I talking about the cat? I don't know. Some silliness. But anyway, I knew that I did not have to get up and make sure that he had his breakfast, because I had put it there before I went to sleep. I was thinking ahead for a change. So didn't have to get up, and I was like, wow, man, I don't know what to do. Like, should I just sleep? And I was like, what am I rushing to get up for? The appointment's not happening. The cat doesn't need anything. I went to the bathroom. I'm all good. I went back to sleep. And then when I got up, I like to wake up slowly, but I really was like, I was doing it real slow today. Got up and, did some cleaning around the house because, oh my goodness, there's maybe an inspection of my apartment, tomorrow, which they do annually, and I don't like it. I do not like having someone coming into my home and inspecting it. I don't like it. And they usually pick me for some reason. Well, probably because I haven't destroyed my apartment. The families, I guess, are really rough. I don't have to say I guess. I've been in the other apartments and seen, the teenage son got mad and punched a literal hole in the wall and the closet. And, we have, these sort of cheapo sliding door closets. And they come off the tracks real easily. I've seen those off the track also with holes. All the doors are hollow, except for the sliding glass door and the front door, which is actually a metal door. It's cheapo. Cheap-o. Steve-O's cousin, cheapo. Yeah, so, I was doing a little cleaning, but, that's incidental. I'm just here. If something needs to be cleaned, I'll just clean it. But sometimes, how you have once a week cleaning stuff, like vacuuming or changing your linen. So I was doing kind of stuff like that doesn't get taken care of on a weekly basis, but just needs to be done occasionally. Cleaning the edges of cabinets and things, dusting, just, I don't know, stuff. You walk around, you see something that needs to be done, you do it. So normally I don't do that. That's why that is why the cleaning needed to take place. I have to admit there's been some neglect. And then I went to get my mail, and I actually do have a few choices of a vehicle to move myself around, a mobility device, but I want exercise, and still waiting for the parts for my trike to arrive from, I guess, New York. So I took the wheelchair. I had done it day before yesterday, just decided that I was just going to wheel on down to the Safeway, which is probably a total of 5 blocks in each direction. But self-propelled is why my shoulders are messed up, why I needed the motorized chair, why I needed the trike, because I can't keep overusing my shoulders. So, but the trike hasn't been working for a while. There was weather before the trike broke, and so between the time that I finally just took the parts off, it was pretty much the whole front end except for the handlebars. So the fork and the crankset and the wheel actually, and anyway, I had to replace that part. You don't need to know why. It doesn't matter. But it just meant that there was a lot of time where I really, except for being in here, have not been overworking my shoulders. So I thought, you know what? I want to get out. I want to get some exercise. I'm just going to wheel the Safeway, and I'll just go slow and take my time. And I did. And it took something that should have taken 20 minutes, 30, 40 at max. Because I got 4 things. I knew what I was going to get. Boom, boom, boom. It was quick. But I just, wheeled around slow, wheeled down there slow, used my feet a lot. Because the reason why I use a wheelchair is not because I can't walk or stand or anything like that. It's because I can't do either of those things safely or well. So, anyway, just slowly, and I wasn't keeping track of the time. Why? I'm not answering to anybody. But and I'm taking a really long time talking about this. It just kind of is the tone for the day. I felt no responsibility like I normally do to get up and be doing something and trying to follow a routine or something. And it felt great. I have to say, I meditated a lot. I did a bunch of praying because I kind of slacked off on that, and it helps various situations depending on where you direct your energy. So did a little hair treatment on my hair, which is why it's, I don't know what it's doing now. It's not wet anymore, but it wasn't actually for my hair. It was for my scalp, for the alopecia thing. So I'm saying that I did take time and reflect on my current life circumstances, because definitely I was thinking about that. There's stuff going on, and I'm presented with a decision. I can either make a decision. I have two ways I can go with that, or I can decide to not make a decision on either way, you know. But I have let this issue slide long enough, and I thought I just got it resolved, you know. And then immediately dealing with another person, the problem happened, like they didn't even like finish the first thing that was all screwing me up before they move into another thing immediately that is still again screwing me up. And it has been happening with stupid regularity for too long, and you know, I just really needed to turn off everything else and like figure out like what is your position on this. Do you want to still be unhappy and feel like on shaky ground, like you can't like count on, you know, the things you need to count on being there and doing what they're to do? Like, it was just, I'm tired of that feeling of unreliability. I hate it. So no more. And also, I'm sick of someone saying they're not going to do something and then doing it over and over and over and over. And it's like, not doing it less over time, but more over the time. And that gets to feeling like you are fucking taking advantage of me. And I don't know. I mean, there's always a consequence for that. And so the consequence is changes are going to happen. And, you know, I mean, I really make it my mission in life to make my life as easy as possible. Because, I don't know, like, you get to a certain point in life where you're like, things just have to start going my way or I'm going to snap. At least that was how I felt. So, ow, they did. Pretty pleased about that. See, that shoulder thing, I barely, what did I do? I lifted my arm from one side of the armrest on my wheelchair to the other, and yeah. Now, I'm going to talk about the cards. So, I just thought it was interesting that this Lost in Space card came up, because that's, I feel like it's just going to be personal, I guess. I feel like I was lost in space when I was just letting this problem just happen over and over again, out of convenience for myself, and then also me thinking of the other person's convenience when maybe I should not have thought of that as much, because it seemed to have given them the idea that, like, you know, there's something that they're meant to be doing that they're not doing, and they're getting the idea because I'm like a nice guy to like walk on me, and damn, I am not taking that crap anymore. But you know, because I'm a nice guy, I don't want to like be abrupt. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be mean when I don't have to be. It's just not necessary, you know. And the thing is like, I have my priorities in order, and this other person, I don't know what they think. They say they want this sequence of events, but they're doing everything they can to dive bomb it for themselves. I mean, I'm not even talking about me and my interaction with this person. I'm talking about this person and all of their interactions and how they're prioritizing them or not. And I get their side and I get their case, but I don't give a crap, because that is not supposed to be my concern. But I really had to think about it, like how much of a pain in the ass is making changes going to be for me. But it's at the point now where I no longer care if pains in my ass happen, because it's just a regular occurrence and I can just get used to it. So 36 is the card number. If you add 3 and 6, it's 9. 9 is the number of, just about to fall over into completion. So I wonder if, like, all of the thoughts and concerns about everything in the world kind of, all of the thoughts clouding my own accuracy of thought, maybe, because, like I said, I allowed this to go on for a long time. When will I learn? I don't know. I guess I have to, have somebody walk over me, I hope one last time again, because I just can't be mean. It's just, it doesn't feel good. It's too much work, and I'm not mean. So I can't just be all, whatever. And I guess I needed to take the day for that reason and other reasons, because also, the last video I did, I was talking about what you consume, like food and media or whatever you got incoming that you are ingesting. And I was talking about, you can watch the video, but I'm kind of, I have to admit, unsure when I do these things. Like, I feel like sometimes it might be too controversial, and then I have to say to myself, for who? Too controversial for who? This is constantly worrying about, what I say or do is going to affect, how it's going to affect other people. But you also have to have concern for yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. And so I saw, after I made my video, and this often happens, which makes me feel better, but it doesn't ever stop me from being insecure first before I get affirmation afterward, or confirmation that what I was talking about is a subject worth talking about. So I talked about the consumption and how you kind of have to moderate that and regulate it for yourself, because nobody's going to do it for you. In fact, they're going to do what's good for them. And if that happens to involve filling, if you're a corporation, using surplus stuff and stuffing it into foods that don't need it, like added sugar and added salt, regardless of the fact that it is really affecting the health of all of the so many people that eat it or drink it or whatever the consumption is, you have to look out for yourself. So after I made that video, I watched Daniel Scranton channeling, I think it was the 12D Creators. I think so. I think that was the group. And they literally said, you gotta watch out. Watch it for your consumption, whether it be food or media. And I was like, wow, that is almost verbatim what I said at one point. So, I'm getting little goosebumps. But it feels good to know that I can bounce. I mean, I had already made the video, so there was no bouncing it off of somebody first. The bounce comes after, and I shouldn't be surprised about that because stuff ain't always linear. And so, I'm going to read the 0330 card, the lucky shirt, and I will read the paragraph. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It'll provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. I'm kind of hung up on lucky shirt. I almost wore one, but I already wore it on a video recently, so I didn't want to wear it again. I have no idea what the heck lucky shirt has to do with any of this stuff. I guess it's like putting on your confidence and just going forth and, you know, doing that faith thing, trusting and believing that it's all going to work out. Like the Fool card in tarot with the guy with the knapsack and the happy little puppy about to step off into nothingness off a cliff and not concerned about it either, which is, I mean, I guess it's like being drunk in a car accident. Like, the people that are not drunk are aware enough to like cringe and go rigid, but the drunk guy's just all, I'm just drunk, I'm gonna go with that. Why, we had a bump? Sorry. So the key words for this card are love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. So that, I guess, it means like not micromanaging. And that sounds great, except that on those rare occasions that I even have the scenario where I'm giving someone else a responsibility, it's going to be something that they're doing around here. And I find it's one of those situations almost every time. If you want it done right, just do it your damn self. Transferring responsibility to others, progress, creativity. I think that the last two really kind of go together. I think creativity moves progress, and progress inspires creativity. And now I will read the 0303 card with the subtitle of Taking Chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, optimism. So that's weird. All of these keywords kind of go together except impatience. Except if you look at it like the business person, you know, they're out for success. They're gaining knowledge to aid them in their success of whatever their business endeavor is. Friendship, well, they have friends to help. They can make friends, and I feel like that's sort of like networking, you know? And optimism, you gotta have it if you're gonna, you know, move forward and progress and be successful. Because if you are pessimistic, you can pretty much count on something that you pessimistically fear is going to happen. You can make that happen by, like, dwelling on it so hard, like, oh my God, what if this, what if that, or I know it's going to fail this way, that way, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's a reason why positive reinforcement is a thing for, like, people. Maybe you're going to take a big exam, or you have like some sort of physical challenge at school, like some race or match or something like that. You psych yourself up. You give yourself a pep talk. It's not that crazy. But you know, you do that with optimism. You don't say, I know you're going to fail. Now get out there and do your worst, because you're the whole team in school and state is counting out on you. Go out and fail. Like, no one does that. That's not how it works. Okay, I'm going to calm down and read the paragraph. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your unexpected. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Pep talk. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Well, you never know if you're going to win or fail unless you try. So, yeah, you got to just trust and believe that you're going to succeed. Well, I thank you, card, for tidying up that little bit of an ending for me. In fact, I guess I'm done. I'm just going to put away my cards and say thank you and good night.